my name is Asa. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to paint huge gouache landscape. So I went on a walk in the end of October or November, and I saw this beautiful place with bright red trees and tall yellow grasses, and it looked fantastic. So I took a picture of it, and I wanted to paint it for a long time, but today is finally the day when I decided to paint it. So for this purpose, I bought this huge watercolor paper. See how big it is, and we are going to stick it to the wall, and hopefully it will be fine because I don't have easel with me here, and I'm going to use my MIYA gouache. Look at all this bright and nice colors. I got it as a Christmas present, and yeah, I want to invite you to my studio and paint with me, and let's get started. So this is the wall that I'm going to use for painting, and let's stick this paper to this wall. Alright, okay. Perfection. And let's bring all the art supplies here. I'm kicking scissors. Got this little table, and I'm going to put gouache here. I use huge plate for my palette, and it is ceramic plate. I bought it for 99 cents at the Goodwill, and I have this square plate for my brushes. So usually when I paint, I take all the brushes I'm going to use and I put it here. So this way I'm sure I'm not making my table dirty. It helps me to keep it nice and clean. Yeah, and what I need is water, more brushes, and I'm ready to start. Alright, now we have our water here. Something is missing. Pencil is missing. Pencil and eraser to make a sketch. Oh, change of the outfit because this table, this guy, just fell apart, and I spilled all my water and my paints on the carpet, on my pants, on my socks. So yeah, sometimes things don't work, and we are not going to give up because our goal is to paint this landscape. I'm in a pretty shitty mood right now because I don't know, I was trying to make this video all day and something always goes wrong, but I'm not gonna stop. Nuh-uh. Let's put all the stuff back to this table and finally start painting. Here, I think it might be a big mistake to use this table again, but I don't have any other table. Looks fine. Palette, a plate for brushes, pencil and eraser, and obviously I need new water. Got some water here. Okay, I'm ready to start. So I already showed you my sketches. I did it in the end of my sketchbook just because I want all the sketchy and not very complete artworks to be at the end of sketchbook. And yeah, I tried 4 different color schemes for this painting, and I think I'll go with this one. What I like about this one is all the bright colors. They are brighter than on these two, and I like this red and purple, how they look together. The warm colors, I like them, but for this painting I think I want to go with a cold sky to make sure it looks like the weather is kind of like cloudy and rainy outside, I mean on the painting. So yeah, I think this is the best choice. I might make the sky slightly lighter color, kind of like here. And yeah, I think making those little swatches is an amazing idea. I highly recommend you to do it because it gives you understanding of colors and composition you're going to put. And it's pretty fast. It took me maybe 15 minutes. So yeah, let's start painting. I have my reference here, and I'm going to use red pencil for sketch. That's it. Very quick sketch. I didn't put too many details because I'm pretty confident with using gouache, and gouache is very forgiving medium because if you make a mistake you can always cover it with a new layer of gouache, so I don't worry about the sketch too much. This is the sketch, and yeah, I just put 2 trees here, a house, big bush, and grasses here. Not sure about the clouds. I think I won't add any clouds. Alright, let's start with painting the sky. I'm going to take a big brush. Actually, this one, and let's mix the color. I need my sketchbook. Maybe I'll put it here. I'm mixing this bright blue, and I want to add some dark blue and a little bit of gray. So hard to paint and talk. Basically, I'm just mixing more color because, well, I'm so used to my tiny sketchbook. So when I paint on big canvases or paper, I forget how much paint you need to cover these large areas. Yeah, looking good. I didn't think about sides of the canvas. I don't want to paint the wall, but well, maybe we should put some tape on the wall too. Alright, perfect. Now we can keep painting. I want to clean the wall a little bit. Okay, good. Back to mixing our two blues and gray. More gray. My reference is gone. iPad fell asleep. It's okay. I still remember what I was going to do with this guy. Man, this is time consuming. I'm so used to my little sketchbook. How red pencil acts when it's mixed with water. You can see here the bright red spot. It's very interesting. Sometimes those accidents make your painting look interesting and kind of like relaxed. So when this guy goes closer to plants in the house, I want it to be slightly lighter color. So I'm adding more white to the sky color and get this nice pastel blue and keep painting. I really like when the brush gets slightly dry. It gives you this nice brush strokes. It's, I don't know, the texture they make is so interesting and unique. I really enjoy it. So I try not to put a very thick layer of gouache, kind of like make it look like a watercolor. but if you like thick layers of gouache, it is also okay. There is no rules in painting, I think. Maybe they are, but I never follow them. Maybe it's slightly darker than for what I was planning to, so I'll add some white in here. I want to try to use this brush. The shape is very interesting and it allows you to create some crazy brush strokes, very unpredictable, which I like a lot. And I'm going to try here. Very sketchy looking. I like it. Maybe more white here. I don't know if you can see it from far away, but the closer, I'll show you closer later and you will see all the sweet brush strokes on the sky. I really like them. Blue on top, here, color here. Well, I might go back to the sky later just because I want to make sure that it looks good with plants and house. So after I paint them, I might change the sky's color a little bit, or maybe not. This is a mystery for me. So my reference is back and I'm going to start painting my red tree. So to pick. I have so many beautiful reds in my gouache. I'm going to swatch it a little bit here and see how it goes. Yeah, it looks nice. Maybe it's like a slightly warmer red for the tree. Yeah, looking good. I really like red color, but you should be very careful with it. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of brown to add some depths and shadows to my tree. I know on the painting, on the photo, the tree is not so thick and you can actually see some sky through it. But what I do is I usually paint tree first and then I take blue gouache and add those tiny holes here, so it kind of gives you an impression that you can see through the tree, if you know what I mean. Right now I want to figure out the color of the tree, and the tips of the tree, tips of the branches are slightly orangey, so this is what I'm doing here. I'm adding more orange. I think the closer to the sun they are, the lighter their color is. So yeah, this part of the tree is going to be orange, not bright red. I'll just cover this whole area with orange and I can layer my reds later. I'm starting to put some details at this point. Like this is going to be my branches later. I wonder if I can find a nice frame for this painting. Maybe I can. The paper is doing good, not going too crazy, which I really like. I keep painting those branches. This still kind of looks like a sketch, but I add details in the end. I never start with details just because I want to make sure that everything is on its place. I want to make sure all the colors work. And yeah, it's so fun and relaxing to add details. This is the final step of the painting. I think it's my favorite stage of painting. Some shadow. Oh, looks like a fire. That was my goal. Alright, I took a short break and I am back. Let's keep working on our tree. I want to add some orange for contrast to the tips of the branches. Maybe even some yellow. Let's try. Looks good. Not too much. I don't want my painting to be very warm, so it's just a little bit. I'm trying to keep it a little bit cold to make sure it looks like it's very dark and cloudy weather. And here we are going to put shadow. Take some color from here and use it somewhere else to stay consistent with our color palette. This is how I like to do it. I'll let it dry for now, and I'm going to paint this bush. It has very interesting color. I don't even know if I will be able to mix it properly. I actually have this dark green pre-mixed already. Let's see. I think red and green will look amazing together. Let's just make a big spot. Looks like a mess right now, but it will look better later, I promise. So let's not forget that nature doesn't have very geometric shapes, so usually not trimmed plant. They are not perfectly round. They have kind of like their own imperfections, so let's not draw just a round bush and make sure it has some very tall branches and very short branches. A little bit chaotic. Yep, this will make our plants look more real if you're going for a realistic look. If not, then don't use this rule. Oh, I'm running out of paints. So I'm adding a little bit of light green. This side of my plant is going to be lighter than this. So basically our sun is somewhere here to the right. And that's why the right side of the plant is going to be lighter than the left side. Really want to put more green here, but I'm letting it dry because it's still wet, as you can see, and I have to be patient and wait. So we are getting close to our house. House is going to be here, and I'm going to layer. I need to choose the color. I want it to be like dirty yellowish brown. Oh yeah, this works. I think this brush is very good for drawing houses. It can create nice and straight lines. If I started this painting earlier, I would have finished it today, but unfortunately in an hour and a half I have to do some other things, so I will take a break for today and I will finish my painting tomorrow. But let's see what we can do with this hour and a half that we have right now. Yeah, maybe a little bit more white for the house. I like drawing houses, but I'm not very good at it because my straight lines are my Achilles heel. Oh, where are we going? Yeah, I'll keep it like this for now. And let's try and put some color on this bush. So this bush has very interesting purple leaves. They're like green and purple at the same time. I don't know where people get those beautiful plants for their gardens. I'm very jealous. I have beautiful red bush in my garden too, and this is my favorite plant. It has cute little red berries and they stay red almost all year. Maybe one day I'll paint it too, because this bush is my source of inspiration. I'm playing with these purples, but I think it's a little bit wrong. I need to make it slightly more red to match my other trees. Like these. Yeah, this one is better. Let's see what we can do with this color. green. And let it dry for now, and I need a sip of coffee. Feels good. All right, let's go back to work. To put green here. Looks like a mess right now, but don't worry, it will look better, but later. So far we just started our painting and we need to be patient with it. Fixing this green bush, I want it to be slightly more fluffy, if that makes sense. And let's start putting details on the big red tree. I think I'll take my favorite brush. And I'll take more brown. I think my brown is a little bit dry, so I have to mix some water to it to activate it again. And I will start putting details here. Here. Make some branches here. Very nice. Some branches here, looking good. Yeah, it started to look like a tree. Maybe I'll change my brush. This is too thin. I'll try this one. Branches and start layering thicker layers of gouache in here. I'm feeling like a Bob Ross with my 99-cent palette here. But hey, if it's dumb but it works, it's not dumb, right? Let's go. Let's start putting more details to make it look like a real tree and not just a splash of red paint. Some orange on the tips. Maybe with a little bit of yellow. I really like the brush strokes gouache lets you do. They're so beautiful. And that's probably why gouache is my favorite medium. I used to be an acrylic painter, acrylic artist, but I think I don't really like canvases. I enjoy painting on the paper more than on the canvas. Something about canvas, like pattern or texture is not for me. I like the soft and smooth paper. And also, acrylic kind of stinks. I don't like the smell of it. And to me it's really hard to work with it. It's not bad, but I don't know, I think I found myself in gouache and I'm pretty happy about it. Hey, it started to look like a tree. I think I put too many shadows in here, so I'm going to cover it with some red and later I'll put some orange, because if I put orange on the dark brown right now it will look super dirty. So I'm going from dark color to slightly lighter. I'll let it dry for now and move here to these branches. They also need my attention. Oh man, it takes longer than I expected. I have this super tiny sketchbook, I think it's A5 size, which is, it has 100 pages, so it's hard to fill it all, but the time you spend on filling the spread is almost an hour. I would say hour max, and you can make 2 solid illustrations for an hour, but I think I spent almost an hour preparing to this video and painting this, and it's not even halfway through, so yeah, hopefully I will be patient enough and I will finish it. Yeah, usually I don't have problems finishing my artworks. Even if I hate them, I try to finish them anyway and see what I did wrong and learn my lesson. It is very important to not just, if you want to grow as an artist and improve your skill, I think it's very important to analyze your work, think about your mistakes, think what you can do better next time, and yeah, make mistakes, because we all make mistakes and this is how we learn and how we grow as artists. Without mistakes, you absolutely can't grow as an artist, which is sad, but art is hard. You have to embrace this fact and live with it. But once you're happy with your skill, I think it is the best feeling ever when you paint for fun and you enjoy the result. I think I'm getting close to truly enjoy what I do. I still have some work to do, but usually I like almost everything I paint. And even if I make some mistakes, I'm not very sad about it, because I see it as a good lesson for the future, and I'm very happy to know that there are some things I can improve and some things I can work on. Yeah, this is your daily dose of inspiration from me while I'm covering dark spots on my tree. Getting hot in here. I think I will have to take a break and store, or I might boil here. And I think it will give my painting some time to dry. We are back from our coffee break, and let's keep painting. I want to mix red, orange, and white together and put some light details on top. With gouache, I like to go from dark to yellow to light colors. I think when you paint with watercolor, you do the opposite. You find light spots first, and then you go darker and darker. But with gouache, it's very fun to layer a light color on top of black, and it covers it perfectly. Kinda reminds me how I can paint in Photoshop. Maybe this is why I like gouache, because I think I started drawing when I discovered Photoshop, which is very good for digital painting, and it has amazing layers where you can paint what you want on top of anything and it will be okay. So to me, gouache is kind of like a real life Photoshop, if that makes sense. Yeah, see how I can put some light orange on top of dark brown and covers it perfectly fine. Add some branches here. So when we paint tree, we don't forget that all the branches have different lengths. We don't make them look the same. This is very important to keep in mind if you want to make your tree look slightly more realistic. And I am going to add even more light color to my tree and maybe mix a little bit of yellow. This is the color I mixed. Kind of looks like a peachy pink. And I'm going to paint the tips of branches with this color. When you work on the big canvas, it's very important to step back a little bit and look at your painting from far away, because I really like all the tiny details I put on the painting, but I also want to make sure that the whole painting makes sense and doesn't turn into a brush stroke mess. Yeah, you can see the branches here. Very nice, I really like them. put a little bit more yellow on my tree, just a tiny bit, like a little accent to show that one side was yellow and the other side was slightly darker because it was in shade. So this is the side that was on the sun, and I'm adding some yellow here. Not going to put too much yellow. I want to keep my tree bright and red. I think I want to make this red tree the centerpiece of my painting, which is why I'm spending so much time working on it, adding all the details and thinking about it. But yeah, I think it's working perfectly fine. Here, I will extend branches. I want this tree to be slightly more fluffy. Yep, perfect. Looks great. And maybe a little bit more orange. Look at this beautiful orange I mixed here. Add it right here. Alright, I still want to make the center of my tree look slightly lighter because I see on the original photo I see light orange branches there, but I don't have them on my painting, which is I'm going to fix this and put some light orange color here to kind of like show these branches a little bit better. I'll leave it to dry for now and move to the left side of my tree. I still need to put details here. My paper is going a little bit crazy here, so maybe I will fix it with tape later. But so far I like this paper. I put so much water and paint on it and it's still doing great. Contrast here. Alright. Let's keep working on the left side of the tree. I think it needs more blue to show more sky, but I'll add it as the last step of my painting. Right now I just want to show all the leaves and let it dry. And maybe add some light orange details for contrast. Okay, it's good for now. I'll keep it like this and move to the to this part of the painting, this big bush. The color is very complicated, and I don't know if I can find proper color for this big guy, but let's try this. It's working. So my brush was dirty from painting the red tree, and some red paint mixed with green and created this beautiful greenish red shade, which I really like. So I'm going to stick to it and add some red to shadows, so both plants kind of like match together. Very beautiful. Okay, so let's layer more of this green. And slightly lighter green to the top. This gouache has so many pre-mixed colors. I save so much time on mixing your own colors, which is very convenient, but also makes me a little bit lazy. But that's fine. Why not use amazing tool if you haven't read? Started to look like a real plant. Yeah, I definitely like it. Alright, let's keep working on it. Maybe mix a little bit of some bright green in here. That looks interesting. Looking from far away. Very nice. Can't wait to show you a closer look at the painting. I think you will enjoy nice brush strokes on it. But I only have one camera, so you will have to look at me from far away. Forgive me, my typing husband. He is very loud boy. If you can hear it. Okay, that's in the sip of coffee. He's typing some Steam review on the game. Alright. Let's move here. I think what I will do today is I will put main colors on my plants and leave all the details for tomorrow's video. And maybe, I don't know if I will be able to paint house today. I feel like not. I'm pretty tired already. It took a lot of energy to make a video, and I'm still learning how to make videos and all that stuff, so yeah, it takes me a lot of time, but it is fun. I'm definitely enjoying it, and it helps me to find friends on the internet, which is also very nice since I don't have many friends. Alright, enough of my complaining. Let's keep painting. Man, this so gorgeous together. Maybe I should do some more paintings in my sketchbook with those colors to practice a little bit, because it's my first time using this color combination and I really enjoy it. Adding some shadow here. Not bad. So, if we look on the reference, there's one with very bright green plant right here. And compared to other plants, it's very bright. So I don't know if I want to keep this bright green on my painting. I'm just afraid it might look odd with all the dark colors I have here, but we'll try and see. If it doesn't work, it's fine. I can always cover it with something else. Not a biggie. No, I don't know. Not a huge fan. Let me add some brown. This is better. Okay. Well, I was avoiding drawing house for a long time, but I can't run away from it forever. I'll take one short break again, have a sip of coffee, and start painting the house. Hello, it is next day today and I'm going to keep working on my landscape. So I want to keep working on this side of the painting, this big purple bush, and I will start painting with mixing more purple and reds. I decided to tape this side to the wall because it's getting annoying. I want to start working on the house, and since house is going to be the most complicated part of this painting, I moved you a little bit closer so you can see the process more detailed. So I took a short break and I took my time to fix the house a little bit because I wasn't happy with how it turned out, but I started panicking a little bit, so I had to turn off the camera. And yeah, I like how it looks now, and let's keep painting. Well, I think my wall idea failed miserably, so I decided to move my painting to my table, and I pressed all the corners with heavy objects, and we'll see how it goes. I'll let it rest for a few hours, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 3, and I'm going to finish my painting. The last step of every painting I make is details. Right now I'm going to paint grasses and little plant on the left. For grasses I use white flat brush and add just a little bit of water. Then I take the smallest brush I have and finish all the smallest details. It is my favorite part of painting process. Almost feels like a meditation. It is very satisfying to watch big splashes of color turn into an image. Just a little advice for landscape painting. Don't make every part of your painting highly detailed. Only the closest to the viewer objects. In my case, it is grass, and I keep trees on the background slightly abstract. It will give your painting some depth and make it look more real. So this is the final result. I really like how it turned out, especially this part. I think my red tree looks pretty nice. It actually took me 3 days to paint it and film this video. What I learned from painting this is I will probably not stick it to the wall again, because the paper acts a little bit weird like this. So yeah, I think it's more convenient to paint on the table. And I really enjoyed working on it, and I hope you enjoyed my video. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Look what my husband made for me. Ooh. He's into baking, and this is my daily present.